Hi everybody, I'm Joe Paul and I'm an indie author, and today we're going to be talking about how organised I am. I get a lot of people asking or saying that I must be really organised to get so much done, and so I thought I'd do a video basically with my 5 tips on being organised. So here we go. Number 1, make a plan. One thing you need is to know exactly what you're hoping to achieve. It can be anything from what you hope to do today, or over a week, or over a month, etc. I mean, we've talked about goals in the past, and this is part of being organised. If you know what you're wanting to achieve, then you can stay organised on top of things. So you can set up plans for the day, and you can set up ideas of what goals to achieve in that day. That helps you stay organised. Your plans can be anything from covering everything to covering just the bare minimum. I do my monthly sticky posts and I cover absolutely everything, but I also have little targets through the day that help me just cover this one tiny task. But to be organised, you need to know what's coming up so that you can work with it or around it or whatever works for you. If you don't know what's on the plate for the day, then how are you supposed to plan your day and go from there? If you plan and organise, then you'll know what to expect and you know what you're supposed to be doing, and it just makes life so much easier, at least from my perspective. Number 2, plan for downtime. Part of being organised is knowing that you will need breaks. Part of that is to realise that you need to leave places for said breaks. So when you're making your plan for the week or the month or whatever, make sure you leave spaces for breaks. For example, I work 4 days in a row and then I always plan at least one day off, because I know that at some point I'm going to need that day off. Sometimes you don't get a warning, and so you have to be prepared in advance for breaks. Because of my condition, sometimes I have days when I can't do anything, and so I have to take a break whether I like it or not. But with the way that my schedule works, I'm able to fit those breaks in here and there. That way, if you end up like me spending a whole day at the hospital waiting for an appointment, you don't end up losing a whole work day because you've set it aside knowing that you're going to be busy that day. Number 3, find a way of planning that works for you. I use sticky notes. As you can see from the various pictures, I've been using sticky notes for months and I find they really work. I colour code them, I make sure that I have a day off every few days, and I also make sure that I have a list of what I'm supposed to be doing and what's supposed to be there from month to month. And I do it every month. I have the whole month planned out, and that way I can work within my limits, but also I can work out what I'm supposed to be achieving that day. But as we've discussed before, I also do monthly goals, and a lot of being organised is knowing your plan. So my monthly goals will bleed into my sticky notes, but also on top of that you can use other things like a vlog or weekly goals or just an organizer itself to set up organisation and know what you're trying to achieve that week / month / quarter. By using sticky notes, I can see at a glance what my month is going to be like, because like I said, it's all colour coded. So I've got like pink for lights off, I've got purple for Crafting Chronicles, I have yellow for days off. When I do editing, I have editing days are blue, and hospital appointment other kind of days are green. That's why I'm able to organise my days and take trips out and without affecting my work life, because I do it at a month at a glance and I can see exactly where I can fit things in. Number 4, keep track of your plan. There's no use having a plan if you don't stick to it. I don't mean you stick to it and nothing can stop you. I mean that you don't set a plan that you then go, well, you know what, it was a nice idea, but I'm just not going to bother, because that's kind of pointless. Whether that's by having sticky notes or by having monthly goals, you need a way to track things, and you need to be aware that you need to stick to them. Like I have sticky notes that will track which guest blogs go where, and start the same as with writing vlogs, and I have that in this long list of green, and this shows like the order of my writing vlogs. It shows the order of my guest blog and interview plans and such like that. So it keeps me aware of what's going on, but also keeps me at a glance knowing where I am in the month and the schedule. Keeping track can be as simple as using something like Goodreads to keep track of your TBR. It doesn't have to be goals for the month, but it's a big part of how I stay organised. And number 5, start simple. There is no need to plan every minute of every day for the whole of the month. You should start small and work up to what you want to achieve. Same as with goals as with getting organised. Make sure whatever you're trying to organise, whether that's writing or family life or leisure time, you don't go nuts first time, because there's no need to plan every second. And if you plan every second, all it's going to do is make you anxious, make you stressed, and you're going to be setting yourself up to fail. So if you're someone who struggles with organisation, starting small and building it up works best. Starting simple is the best place to start, because the last thing you want to do is set up all these little niches and schedule and then find that you have no free time or you have no time set aside for emergencies. When Miss D was younger, we used to do a schedule every day to show her what she was doing during the day, and we always had a question mark, because you have to have a question mark because you didn't know for sure that there wouldn't be something in the day that wasn't planned, and that carries over into being organised as a writer, as a reader, as anything really. So yeah, those are my 5 tips, and I hope they help. And that's all I've really got time for today. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can do so by subscribing to my channel or leaving a comment down below. Or you can find me on Facebook or Goodreads or Tumblr or Twitter. My book's available on Amazon in ebook and paperback format. And I also have a newsletter. And don't forget to check out the Dark Side of Fiction 2017 event where I will be signing books in October. All the links for which are listed below. Thanks for watching. Bye.